Hello everyone. So today is 25th of March 2020, and last night our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji gave the announcement of the whole country's 21-day lockdown. So yeah, it's the day one of that. So today our topic, in continuation from the sentences, is the kinds of sentences. So basically there are four kinds of sentences. जिसमें पहला टाइप है the declarative sentences. Declarative से आप this is from relate to the word declaring something. तो डिक्लेरेटिव सेंटेंसेस में वो सेंटेंसेस आते हैं जिनमें आप कुछ भी कह रहे हैं, बता रहे हैं. यू आर टेलिंग समथिंग, यू आर स्टेटिंग अ फैक्ट, यू आर स्टेटिंग समथिंग दैट हैपेंड विद यू. Okay, so you are just telling something what you did today. For example, it rained heavily. I'm just telling you that it rained heavily today. It did actually. So declarative sentences वो sentences होते हैं जिसमें आप कुछ भी बता रहे हैं. Also, they are called as assertive sentences. Assertive is only the sentences which are positive, जो कि पॉजिटिव होते हैं सेंटेंसेस. इसीलिए डिक्लेरेटिव में सिर्फ असर्टिव सेंटेंसेस नहीं आते हैं, सिर्फ पॉजिटिव सेंटेंसेस नहीं आते हैं, इनमें नेगेटिव सेंटेंसेस भी आते हैं. बिकॉज इफ यू आर सेइंग फॉर एग्जांपल आई एम नॉट हंग्री, you are telling me that you're not hungry. So this is a declarative sentence, but it is a negative declarative sentence. It's not assertive. Assertive sentences, please remember, are always positive declarative sentences. Okay, so now you know the first type, that is declarative sentences. There are quite a few examples. For example, you're stating your habit. I go for a jog every morning. This is a declarative sentence. And if you say I don't like reading books, this is a negative declarative sentence. So these are such examples. The birds are flying, the birds are chirping right now, it's raining, it is a stormy weather, my mother is not home, something like that. So negative plus positive declaratives are the declarative sentences. Moving on to the second type, that is the interrogative sentences. So now interrogative. So when there is a when a criminal or a suspect or anyone goes to the police station or to any investigation is going on him, so we say that that person was interrogated. That person was interrogated. That means he was asked questions. So interrogative sentences are the sentences which ask questions, which are questions. So the second type is interrogative sentences. For example, don't you like ice cream? Don't is the a contraction of do not. And for example, where do you live? What is your name? How are you? So all these are interrogative sentences. And yeah, one more point you need to remember always, that declarative sentences always end with a full stop, and interrogative sentences always end with a question mark. And yeah, if you want to make a proper sentence, you need to start it with a capital letter and end it with the proper punctuation. Can be a full stop, exclamatory mark, or interrogative in question mark. Okay, so we have read declarative sentences जिसके अंदर दो टाइप होते हैं, affirmative and negative. And the second type is interrogative sentences जिसमें सवाल पूछे जाते हैं. Okay, the third type is imperative sentences. Imperative sentences are the sentences which have requests, commands, orders, or permissions. So all these sort of sentences do not lie in declarative or interrogative. They lie in the category imperative sentences. For example, I'm ordering you to shut the window, for example. So always remember, shut the window, switch off the fan, come here. All these are commands, orders, and the key point of commands and orders are they always start with a verb. Come here. Come is the verb. Shut the window. Shutting is the verb. Switch off the fan. Switching off is the verb. So commands, orders always start with a verb. So commands, orders. Okay, next is requests. Please pass me the water bottle. Request. uh, can you please lend me your book for a day? Request. Okay, so commands, requests. Now suggestions. You should listen to your elders. It's a suggestion. You should follow the traffic rules. Suggestion. Advice. You advise, suggestions, the same thing. Okay, don't spill food. Advice. Do not waste food. Advice, suggestion. So what comes under imperative sentences? All the requests, commands, orders, permission. May I come in? May I go out? Permissions. So requests, commands, orders, permissions, advices, and suggestions. All these comes under the category of imperative sentences. Okay, so these are the three types. Now the last type is the exclamatory sentences, in which you express your sudden emotions. For example, I saw a very beautiful bird, so I'll say, oh, that's such a rare bird. Oh, that's such a rare bird. So oh, after oh, this is an exclamatory word, we'll put an exclamation mark after that word. But if I say a whole sentence in exclamation, for example, I'm so sorry, like we discussed in the last video. So I'm so sorry, in this there will not be a exclamatory mark in between the sentence, but it will be in the end of the sentence, because the whole sentence is exclamation. There is no specific exclamatory word like wow, this is so pretty. There will be exclamatory mark after the word wow. Alas, we lost the match, after alas. And that's so hot, after so these are a few examples of exclamatory sentences. So there are four types of sentences. That is, first, declarative, which can be assertive or negative. Second, interrogative, question sentences. Third, imperative, which includes requests, commands, orders, permissions, advices, suggestions. And last, that is exclamatory, sudden feelings or emotions or reactions. Okay, I hope you've understood these four types. Okay, so I would like to tell you the fifth. Basically there are four types, but there is a unique fifth kind of sentence, that is the optative sentences. Optative sentences में वो सारे sentences आते हैं जिसमें आप किसी को ब्लेस कर रहे हैं, किसी के लिए विश कर रहे हैं, या किसी को कर्स कर रहे हैं, कर्स एज इन श्राप. So for example, may God bless you. In this, in the end there will be exclamatory mark, but there is a different, आप उसको डाल सकते हैं exclamatory में, but there is a different kind for these sort of sentences, that is optative sentences. OPTATIVE, optative sentences. May God bless you, I wish you all the best. So all these sentences are the optative sentences. Also, I would like to tell you one more thing, that though imperative sentences have for example, permission, may I borrow your pen? So it will end with an interrogative question mark, but still those sentences won't be interrogative, they will be imperative sentences. So even if they're ending with a question mark, they are not interrogative, instead they are imperative sentences, because it's a request or it's a permission. Okay, so many times there comes exercises in which you have to change the positive declaratives into negative declaratives without changing the meaning. Because if you say I'm hungry and you change it into negative I'm not hungry, मीनिंग बदल गई है क्योंकि आप भूख लग रही है आपको, एक में भूख नहीं लग रही है, तो मीनिंग इज चेंज. सो द एक्सरसाइजेस आपको उसमें थोड़ा सा ट्रिक लगाना होता है कि उसकी हम उसको नेगेटिव भी करें पर मीनिंग चेंज ना करें. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, वॉट शी टोल्ड यू इज द ट्रूथ. जो उसने तुम्हें बताया वो सच है. हमें इसको नेगेटिव में करना है, तो अगर हम ये कर दें वॉट शी टोल्ड यू इज नॉट द ट्रूथ, मीन्स वॉट शी टोल्ड इज अ लाई. That would be wrong because we changed the meaning. So without changing the meaning, how can we change this into negative? What she told you is the truth. What she told you is not the lie. जो उसने तुम्हें बताया वो झूठ नहीं है. That means वो सच है. So like these, you have to like these. There are exercises in which you have to change assertive sentences into negative sentences without changing the meaning. One more example I'm going to give you. I'm good at dancing means I'm not bad at dancing. I'm not bad at dancing means I'm good at dancing. I can dance. So this is the way you can change positive sentences into negative without changing its meaning. Okay, so next I would like to discuss how you answer the interrogative sentences and if that answer ends with a yes or a no. Is Urdu read and written from right to left? So this is a question. Is Urdu written from right to left? कि क्या उर्दू राइट से लेफ्ट की तरफ लिखी और पढ़ी जाती है? Read and written from right to left. So you will say yes it is. Short. Starting with the yes, it's raining right now. So yeah, it's wonderful weather. Okay, moving on. Are mangoes called the king of fruits? Yes, they are, because mangoes, plural, they and are. Yes, they are. हमने it is क्यों लगाया था? Because we were talking about Urdu. Yes, it is written and read from right to left. हम पूरा ना लिखने के बजाय हम उसको सिर्फ yes it is से भी आंसर कर सकते हैं. Short and sweet. So are mangoes called the king of fruits? Yes, they are called the king of. Yes, they are called the king of fruits. So they are in short for mangoes. Okay, so in short we can answer yes they are. So this is the way you can reply to interrogative sentences which have their answers in yes or no.